everybody. So, I'm gonna talk. Suzuki Quadrunner. I did a couple videos on it, and it's been absent, even though it's only made like what, 5 videos, or since the last time I had a video. I have a story to tell you. So, after the last video, I had it running and everything, right? It started having valve problems. Ow. The valve issues started getting worse. So one day I couldn't even start it. So a couple months after, remember the MBRP unboxing, that was specifically for the Suzuki. Guess what? It's on this bad boy now. No more Quadrunner exhaust. It's on this thing now, because this thing, it hasn't broken once. And I've already put like at least 100 miles on this thing. This thing is, I mean, it's a Honda. What do you expect from it? It's practically indestructible. So, long story short, took me to my grandpa's house. He got it to run good. And then he was like, okay, what do you want to do here? You want to replace the top end? Because it needed the top end replaced. I was like, yeah, let's do that. We took it to a local shop like a local shop thing. And they had it, they reboarded the next size, the board, and they put new piston rings in it. Make sure the camera's on real quick. Oh yeah, still on. Okay. Is it aimed to where you can see me? Hopefully it was. Well, now you can see me. And after that, Lord, what else? I had it running good. We had it running good. It started running really rich. I thought it was an issue. He didn't really seem concerned about it, so I didn't really get too much into it. I brought it back here, and all of a sudden, 2 days later, it straight up dies on me while I'm just driving down the trails. And I'm upset. And I have a buddy of mine, the exact same day, tow it down here, back down here, and it's just done. Now, the video of the cold start, that was probably the last video I ever did on it. That was actually one day, I believe, maybe it might have been the same day or the day before the Quadrunner straight up died on me. So, we got it to run again, and for some reason it was turning over really bad. So we replaced the starter, and it turned over really bad. And then I drove around a little bit some more. And then it had some more issues. For some reason the engine, like, just kind of locked up. So we stopped there. I stopped there, put it back in the stall, took a big old breaker bar, and we managed to break it loose again. And the motor mount was actually loose, so I was like, maybe the motor mount's the problem. It might have actually been the problem now I'm thinking about it. Who knows? And then I fixed that, drove it around for not even a mile, and it breaks down on me again. It started to run really, really, really bad. It starts puffing out black smoke. It's running rich as heck. So I fixed that. I can't fix that. And it just keeps getting worse and worse, and the situation just gets to the point where I'm done. And eventually I get this thing. You saw the update on it, where I was talking about it. This thing I got, this thing runs amazing now. It drives and everything. New front tires, rebuilt carb. I do it. Custom headlight. This is it right here. Suzuki was good. I got a lot of mileage. I got some time out of it. This thing ain't as fast as the Quadrunner was. I will admit that. And it doesn't have 4-wheel drive. That's like the only 2 downsides, other than maybe. Oh yeah, doesn't have electric start. What else? Oh yeah, it sucks up gas works too. And seats in worse shape. And there's also some other things I'm probably forgetting, but I'll leave those be. It got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and I just had enough. And took it in the other stall, just the valve, and we managed to get it to run again. And guess what? It stopped again. Eventually, I started getting to the point before anything, the valves, it started getting to a point where it was going really, really bad. Like, it would turn over really hard. It would be really hard to turn over, like, there's so much resistance to it. So we adjusted the valve and actually kind of fixed it. We got it to start and run. Then it did it again. My grandpa was like, no. And then he left because he had to leave. And then a couple days, maybe like a week or two later, he comes back, we adjust the valve again, and it locks up. It locks up. It's done. So then I have to take it to his house for a second time. And it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It is bye-bye. So, then after that, I was like, parts spoilers. Pull that out of there. Pulled that out. We got that stripped. It's actually right over here. Oh. Whoops. It's right there. There it is. That's that. That's it right there. And what else? Oh yeah, took the engine out of it. I gave the engine to him, and he had the engine done and everything. And then that was it, pretty much. He got it taken apart. He refreshened it and everything, and he said he had it running. And then boom, locked up again. So we had to cut it out right there. All right. So where was I? Oh, let's make sure that's good. Get on the Honda. Okay. So where was I? Oh yeah, engine locked up on the parts spoiler too. He put a new engine. He refreshed the engine, put the new different crank on and all that crap. It ran, then it locked up again, and it's been sitting in his backyard ever since. So what's happening with it? Am I bringing it back? Am I going to just sell it, get rid of it, or am I just going to have it parts? I'm selling it. I already have a guy who's lined up to get it. It was a good four-wheeler while it lasted. But at the end of the day, it was just a thing. And I mean, I had people tell me, oh, that thing was a piece of junk. That thing is a piece of junk. It wasn't really a piece of junk. It was just old. You can't expect something that's 35 years old to not have multiple problems. That thing had almost 1,500 miles on it. So I'm not surprised it locked up, because the engine was worn out and it was done. Same thing with the parts spoiler engine. It was worn out and done, even though we took both engines and made one good one. But it was amazing shape. It started really well too, whenever we did have it. But this is my go-to now, the Honda. I'll do videos on this thing. And soon enough, there's gonna be a new rig coming to the hometown. Yeah. And we got some old rigs here too. We got some more rigs. So that's pretty much it. That's all I really got to say. Thank you for joining in on the information on the Quadrunner. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.